So tonight's session, we have Temi from Lagos. We have Ola Ayomikun from Lagos. Okay, that's awesome. So tonight is going to be a very interesting evening we're going to spend together, and I believe you're going to get value for your time, and it's going to be as interacting as possible. And from time to time, I'll check in so I see that I've not lost us or you have not lost me. So over the next 4 weeks, we'll be discussing positioning. We'll be talking about content. We'll be talking about trust, and we'll end it with how to convert. And I have amazing people that will be joining us, friends, people who have done this over and over in the industry, who will be sharing with us how they've done it, what we need to look out for, the mistakes people often make, and how we also can do it. The hallmark of all of this that we have put together in the month of June is to be able to redo it at our respective level. Yeah, to be able to see how we can gain the clarity we need, know how this branding thing actually work, and try it out for yourself, either whether you're professional or you are into some kind of business, an entrepreneur, and we see results. So before, I know we have lots of questions for me. I see we started a conversation yesterday when I sparked a few discussion and it was already interesting. I'm just going to walk us through a few things about positioning. And this is really something that's been on my mind. Just let me know when you can see my screen. Oh, okay, great. So at any point when you can see, just let me know. So we'll be talking about build a brand that gets you client. But for this week one, we'll focus on positioning that makes you easy to choose. Very funny topic that I picked. And I decided to start this discussion before I bring in my friends and we'll spark even some more conversation. By the way, a few videos have been done. Hopefully, we'll post it on the YouTube channel so that we can watch and get even more broader clarity ahead of our next sessions together. So, positioning that makes you easy to choose. For those who don't know me, my name is Samuel Adeniyi. Lately, I've been called the strategist. I'm also the founder of Binarify. And one question that sparked my mind is most people don't have a visibility problem, they have a clarity problem. I have the last, I don't know, maybe 8 months or about a year now, I've been involved in different businesses, helping them to redefine what they are doing. And many of them will reach out and say, Sam, we're not making sales. How are we supposed to do it? I'm not getting customers. No clients looking for me. And I know the country is hard for those in Nigeria and some of this clients that are not from the country. But I often keep finding out a singular problem. And that problem is it's not actually visibility that is the problem. I know some persons don't know how to use the right tools and all of that, but the beginning, the first problem that they are having is clarity on the problem that they are trying to solve. One of my friends from India, I posted something and it was a good architecture, I would have called it, like a mind map or what we call an infograph. And he said it was a lot of nice stuff built in. Then I reached out, I said, hey, my guy, this thing, I know it's globally recognized, but I see something missing. And it was like, oh, what's that? I said, you don't start to build without defining the problem, because it's the problem that should keep you wanting to do other things. The problem is the first resource you need to be able to even move on to solutions and your strategy and every other thing you want to put into play. And it was like, ooh, I said, I know the people that put this have probably done all of their analysis, they have been in the game for a while, but I said, this is the reason why a number of persons are not getting it. They are not seeing it right. And this is what I'd really want us to look into today. So why do talented people, why do they get overlooked? I have 4 reasons and you can see it on my screen. Why are talented people overlooked? I've asked this question a number of times. I first discovered this about, I think, 2021 when I came across a book by John C. Maxwell. And the book said that talent is not enough for those who would have read it. And if not, it's a good book to look at. Talent is not enough. And I was like, oh, I thought all you have to be doing is just be talented and you'll make a lot of money and people look for you everywhere and all of that. And I found out that there are few things to add to talent to make it really, really profitable. There are few things to add to talent that would make it really, really productive, right? And I decided to outline these 4 key areas before we get into more discussions. Number 1 is on clear positioning. People will always overlook other people that are not very clear in their positioning. Remember, we're talking about positioning today. That makes you easy to be choosing. People would always overlook you if your positioning is not clear. And how do I mean? You have to define who you are. One of the sessions I was speaking to a few young entrepreneurs. One of them that I met afterwards, that came back and have a one-on-one meeting, and he said, Sam, he said, after listening to you, I had to ask myself a simple question. Say, what is my purpose? What am I even supposed to be doing with my time? I know we get busy, but is this actually what I'm supposed to be doing? There is no clear positioning. There is not what do you want to do? This is not there. And the second reason is inconsistent messaging. There are a number of people that fall into the trap of this inconsistent messaging. Today, they want to be an entrepreneur. Tomorrow, they're ready into comedy. Next tomorrow, they are back into singing. Then the fourth day, you find out that they are the one that post about marriages and dating. Then again, you're surprised. Why is this person now talking about food, cooking, and trying to? You're wondering that you said you were into this last week. Then today, somebody told me something a few years back, and she said that that was when I started business. She said that you're not going to get much money now, and I was like, "Ma, are you cursing me?" And I said, "No, no, no, I'm not cursing you." She said that it is from my experience I'm talking to you, and I said, "Okay, what do you mean? And how do you mean?" She said that people will not come to you simply because you keep saying you can do what you can do. They are going to watch you. They are going to just as if they are not looking at you, but they're looking at you and they are watching you. I'm using the word watch. They are paying attention to see if what you are saying now is what you'll be saying 3 months after, is what you'll be saying 6 months after, is what you'll be saying 2 years after. Is it the same message? Because why should I trust you? Why should I? Oh, I'm talented, I can do this and that. Okay, there are other people that can do that. So why should I go for you? And the third reason is trying to serve everyone. You can't do a good business if your audience is everyone. That point where you put audience and you put everyone in front of it, you're not going to make money. People are just keep going to overlook you. I know a man who, in my area, where I traveled to, and the man he can fix bikes, he can fix cars at some point. can also buy a house, it can do a number of things. Excellent, right? This is one of the things most young people would even want to as an entrepreneur. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. Something that has become so maybe because people clap for you. But here's one thing I discovered about this man, and I've seen this over and over in different people's life. The man is broke, and I'm like, but you can do so many things. So why are you broke? The truth is, it's serving everyone. So when you are thinking of something, you're thinking of someone who can do it. Yes, you think about him, but the moment when you actually want that thing done, you begin to doubt. And when it comes to you, because he's not even sure what he's doing, even though he can do it well, you just pay him peanut and it's comfortable. Of course, because he's not trying to even expand or see what he can do for himself. So trying to serve everyone, then no clear differentiation. In the business world, we call it your unique selling point, USP. What makes you different? Why should I pick you? Look at Coursera and Udemy, two different business that are in the same industry as EdTech, but they operate on two different models. Now, in Udemy, you can pay for a course and you don't have to finish it in 30 days. That's in a month. You can continue, so you can be on the course for a while. And Coursera is not the same. You pay for a course, in 30 days, you're not done, you pay again, right? Very funny. But here's the difference. In Coursera, the certifications you get there, they are more globally recognized than the ones you get in Udemy. Even though you probably might maybe get the same knowledge, they find out at the end of the day that what this can get you, this probably will not be able to get you. So if you ask, why should I pick Coursera? Or why should I pick Udemy? Then you can already see the clear difference. Even though they are all into EdTech and they are all online, you have to be able to pick a clear what makes you different in your profession, what makes you different in what you do. So, unclear positioning, inconsistent messaging, trying to serve everyone, no clear differentiation. These are four main reasons why people often get overlooked. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever met someone who is very good at what they do, but they struggle to get opportunities? Have you met someone like that before? Let me see the people that are online. Have you met someone like that before? So good, but they don't get opportunities. If you have, let me see a why in the chat box to know that we're still with me. Okay, I can see our autonomous. So there are people like this. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is what positioning actually means. And this is really going to blow our mind when I just put it in just one sentence. Positioning is the space you occupy in the mind of your audience. Let me say it again. Positioning is the space you occupy in the mind of your audience. So it's not really the logo or the colors or the website or everything. Your logo, your color, your calligraphy, your kind of style of writing, your every of these things, they work together for one sole purpose, to occupy a space in the mind of your audience. One of my friends said something. He said, if right now, as you're with me, as all of you are with me now, if you go to a mall or just a shop nearby and you want to do tea, you want to take tea, it's a cold season now. You want to make tea for yourself. What is the first brand of milk you're going to ask for? Let me even ask this question. What's the first brand of milk you're going to ask for? Let me see. You want to take tea now. What's the first brand of milk you're going to ask for? There's Dano, there's Nunu, there's that one. What's it called? Is it Olympic? What's the first brand of tea you're gonna ask for? Let me see it in the chat box. Type it in the chat box. I'm waiting. Somebody said 3 crown. Pick milk. Let's take 2 more person. You want to take tea and you want to go buy. After taking, you bought your bread, you want to pick milk. What is the first brand of milk that comes to your mind? Pick milk. Somebody say pick milk. Pick milk. Pick milk. And you'll be surprised that why is everybody picking pick milk? They've done something to our minds right from when most of us were very young. And because of that, they are not the, I don't think pick milk is really the best. They are not the only milk in town. In fact, if you go and you really pay attention, you will see that right now there are over 10 brands of milk that are really doing well. And they taste nice and they'll give you, some good vitamins and all of that. But many of us, if there's no pick milk and there's no 3 crown, we just shut down and we're looking for the next place. You say, oh, there's this one. No, don't worry. We'll go to the next one. What pick milk has done to our mind is positioning with their logo, with their color. So if somebody give you pick milk and the leather wrapped around it is showing green, I don't think any of us here will buy it. Or let's say it's showing purple. I don't think any of us will buy it, right? If it's not showing that color, I don't know, this is not pick milk. I don't know what it is, but it's not pick milk. That's what we are going to say. That is actually the aim of position. So until you can occupy a space in the mind of your audience, then there is a problem with your positioning. And this was what I was saying in the video I made earlier today. I said that there are 4 tests that either you are an entrepreneur or you are a professional trying to build a career in whatever industry that you are. There are 4 tests that you should take to be able to position yourself rightly. And the number 1 test is, what do you do? Can people tell what you do without even you being there? What do you do? I've had a lot of people make recommendations back to me this year, last year. And the moment when they are looking at making systems, they want to just put things into a way that they don't have to keep coming back to it. They just set it up and let it keep running on zone. Then they are looking for me. Then they are looking for me. Then they are looking for me. That's what I do. So what do you do? Now, in what you do, the next thing is, who do you help? It has to be very, very clear. I was putting a BMC, a business model canvas for an academy that was starting in the next quarter. And one thing struck me when I was doing the audience. And I said, if we are to serve one kind of people, who would it be? And I was able to answer that question. I said, okay, if we are going to have a secondary group that we serve, who will there be? That's what you should be doing. That's what positioning helps you to do. Who do you help? You can't be helping everybody. You have to have a group of persons or people that you help. That's why, even as a professional, let me speak to those that are professional in their career, and those people that are just coming up and trying to learn tech skills and all of that. You can't just be everywhere. I know that, oh, we can use tech to do anything for you. It's a beautiful saying, but it's not a very wise one. You have to be specific down to what you're doing. Somebody asked and said, Sam, what industry do you serve? I said, I serve the agri space. So what else? I said, I serve the tax space. You see the way I've given it? So if you're in the tax industry in whatever country you are, I can serve you. So what else again? I say, currently I'm serving the ed technology space. That means I'm building product in the educational space. So you have to be able to categorize the kinds of people that you help. And fourth is, what problem do you solve? It has to be as clear as any other thing. What are you solving? What problem are you solving? I'm not sure a lot of persons have really defined the problem that they solve for people. You have to be able to define it. When I say define, you can know it in your head, but if it stays only in your head, you won't get paying clients. You won't get people who will take you serious. You just get people like, oh, can you get me the budget of this, and that's all. They will never pay you. And the fourth test you should take is, why should they choose you? It has to be clear. What makes you different? This, you see, this last thing I just said. This is what makes you different. Why should people choose you? It's something that we have to carefully sit down with our craft. We're going to take an example here and see, and be able to craft it out. There are a number of persons that can build website. Why should we pick you? There are a number of people that are into the fish industry. They sell fresh fish and dry fish. So why should it be you? There are a number of people who do palm oil business. Why should it be you? There are a number of people who are into different kinds of wholesales of wrappers and all this textile industry. Why should we pick you? What what makes you unique? Oh, I have it, they don't have it. That could be something. That means you can always get a product maybe within 48 hours. It doesn't matter what kind of color. You have those links. That could be a reason. So anytime I'm looking for something and I reach out to you immediately, fast response time. That could be something, right? Now let me talk about this. This is an example that I was making. Now many people LinkedIn, I've seen a lot of them. I think I did a giveaway at the time, maybe 2 months ago. Then I was done with one of my trainings for some project managers, and I said, oh, I'm just going to revamp CV for 10 persons. And I got people from different parts of the country that came, and I had to select. And one of the things I saw is people put business consultant, then they put entrepreneur, then they put leader, then they put visionary. And I'm just laughing. I said, okay, now if you were to sit in front of a client who was going to maybe give you $10,000 and they ask you, what do you do? Because this is how most people will meet you before they meet you. They are going to see some of this before they actually get to talk to you. And it's when they are impressed, that's when they come. It's when they are convinced, that's when they come and want to set up a meeting with you. Let's say if I see this, does this make sense? Okay, you're an entrepreneur. In what? What do you do? this is don't laugh if you are here, because we're gonna move you from here to somewhere around here. Doesn't matter the industry that you are. So look at something that I came up with. I said I help small businesses. You can see I'm very specific. I help small businesses. If you look at the meaning of small business, you can check that on your Google right now. You find out that there is a number of people that they manage. Small business, you can't find 100 person being employed there. You can't call UBA Bank a small business. They have many branches. I think in a state they have about 5 branches each. In a state, you find them scattered around in different parts of it. Sometimes they have 2 branches, sometimes it's just one, and you see them across different countries also. You can't call them a small business, but there are businesses you can call small business, just growing, startup, making a few, um, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, $4,000, just within some few millions. I help small business build systems that reduce founder dependency and improve operational efficiency. So the guy that is building can begin to think about how he can scale, how he can do more business, while what he has started building can continue to run. This is what most founder don't want to do. Sit here. Because the moment when they are sitting here, then their business will not do well. So you see, this is how so anybody that is already building something or have money and wants to build something, have done some save up, or his daddy or his mommy or his uncle just give him some money, or there's an inheritance he just, got to him. And he sees this, he begins to think, oh, I want to build something, and this guy understand how to keep it running while I find how to make more money and get into more countries and do more business and move from being a small business, to the next level. Then I should talk to you. Then I should be talking to you. But the moment when I'm just in business consultant, on what? What are you consulting for? I see entrepreneur on what? So these are a few confusions that oftentimes Many of us do. People will not buy complexity. People will buy clarity. And this is what clarity looks like. It's important to know that the moment when you get us confused, there are a number of persons like you who just find the next one, right? So, having understand this now, what are we supposed to do to be able to have strong positioning? This is where it gets interesting, and this is where I begin to wrap up so I can take questions, we can talk more. By the way, I'll ensure that this teaching session, discussion we are having, whichever you want to call it, available if you want to listen again while you work or do other things during the week. Right. So, four elements of strong position. Four elements of strong positioning. This is it. Number one is clarity. Very clear. What you are clear about now is irrelevant. Oh my God. I'm saying, oh my God, because I had a meeting on Wednesday afternoon. Was it Wednesday now? Wednesday or Thursday? Yeah, one of those days in the afternoon. And she's building a app. In fact, she has gone very far. She's building a app that will help people to, not suffer so much before they get their house. So she's building an agent AI app where you can just scout through an area and see an apartment that you can afford and just get into it, even if you just want an Airbnb. Very nice platform. She has gone far. She's very technical and she has a team working on that. And when we had the meeting, why she was getting me impressed with all of the good stuff, and I love it. One thing in my head was that, is this even relevant? Somebody else is building this. Somebody else has built this in Lagos. I've seen somebody else build this in Lagos and it's working. Well, what are the challenges that person has encountered that you are putting into your own? Is this even relevant for the country that we are in right now? Do people still struggle to get housing? Is agent that there were a lot of questions I began to discuss with her, and it's something that clarifies, give you good strong position. What you are doing now, the problem you're trying to solve, is it relevant or it's not? So now we are in the raining season. If you begin to sell an umbrella as a product or a sweater as a product, that's a good thing because we're going to buy, right? Very good thing because we're going to buy. But if you had begin to sell umbrella in January or in February when it is still quite dry, that's not a very wise thing to sell at that time. Except now you're now going to use your content to help people prepare ahead, knowing that this season will come and this is the best time to invest in this kind of thing. They are making it. Now, the next thing is consistency. So there's clarity, there's relevance, then consistency. There is nothing that gives you good positioning, especially if you intend to be doing what you are doing for a long time. There's nothing that makes people more confident in you than you being consistent. Somebody looked at the post I had made from 2017 and the person just called me one day and he said, Sam, I noticed that the things you have been saying for over 6 years is still the same thing you are saying now. Yes, you might have not gotten a good big of hang of it then, but it's basically the same thing. If you look at the foundations, the same thing you are doing. So it means that you are passionate about what you're doing. I told this story. I said a friend got 20 million naira when I was finishing school for a product they were working on. 20 million naira. As at then, it was still good money. Not now where we're going to good place in this country, Nigeria. And the guy was like, I was expecting him, pay some of his team, set up more bigger infrastructure, maybe get an office space, a small space, and put some stuff together, and put the rest into marketing and see how we can start making money. Guess what the guy bought first? He bought a car. The guy went down, blay. I was like, okay, alright, me share. But guess what? He's never going to get another kind of money like that again. So consistency. You have to be consistent. And finally, is proof. Proof here I call past performance. The things that you say you want to be doing, have you done it before? When did you do it? How did you do it? Was it good? Past performance is your entry point into any market. It doesn't matter what industry that you are. Past performance. Let me show you what I did for Mr. X. Let me show you what I've done for Mr. Y and Mr. Z. Then people now pay more attention. But, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Okay, what have you done this for? Well, I'm just starting out, but I can do it, I can do that. Okay, how much is it? And you put a price to it. And people are like, okay, why should I choose you? What if you can't do it? I don't want to start. I don't want to put myself into trouble. So thank you. You can go. We'll look for somebody who has done it before. So if you do and you have these four things, then you're positioning yourself for paying client. Client, as I'll always call them, clients, not the ones that can pay. Clients that can pay, they are not mumu. They have sense. For them to have the money to want to pay you what you are asking, they have sense. That means you have to do better than you used to do before to be able to get them to pay, right? So you have to do better than you have been doing before. So positioning framework, this is what I want us to do. I wasn't sure we were going to do it, but this is what I want us to do. If you can do this now on the call, it's going to be amazing, very, very amazing. So I help XYZ. I don't know what industry you're in. I help XYZ achieve X result through this method. This is a positioning framework I put in place. So who do you help? Or who are you helping? Or who do you want to help? I help XYZ to achieve XYZ result through method. So if you are in the agri space and you are into fishery, I help. Who are you helping? Achieve what kind of result? Through what kind? There are some people in the greenhouse space that are in the, I don't even know why I'm calling agri so much. So in the greenhouse, you can always get your tomatoes, pepper, cabbages, all of those stuff. You can always get them irrespective of any season in the year. That's a good thing because now you can keep hotels going. You can keep people who are in that recreational business, that industry. You can keep them going, right? So this is a good framework that I would want us to put it into place. So this is an example, few examples. I help professionals become more productive through systems and execution coaching. This is good. So people who want to move from being mediocre to professionals, then they have to be thinking about you. I help organizations improve accountability through technology and process improvement. One of the industry where you find poor accountability is in the NGO space. Many NGO are very poor at accountability. Their reporting is bad or it's not clear enough. They don't have the right infographics, the right data visualization to be able to show people that are giving them money that this is what we can do. Now, if you take statistics of how many NGOs we have in the country, you'll be shocked. So imagine if you were in that space and you're just helping them get proper data visualization. Go and get your money. Go and do your project. But when it comes to reporting so that you can continue doing, then talk to me. This is what I did. Go and first get your money. Oh, we don't even have people to give us money. Okay, what have you done before? Let me put it together in a way that is attractive for somebody to look at you and said, John, let's put $1,000 into what you're doing. Let's put 100,000 naira into what you're doing. Let's put X amount into what you're doing. So this is a good framework. So this is an exercise I want us to look at because I found out that oh, okay, you can see my recording tab. Oh, okay. Thank you, ADBC. Let me see if I can shift that, drag it. Okay, all right. I wanted to stop now. Okay, let's see what we do with that. So this is what I want us to do. I'm not sure what your LinkedIn looks like. I'm not sure what your Instagram looks like or your WhatsApp business profile. The number of persons said if you look at my LinkedIn, you'll be shocked what I'm doing, but if you look at my WhatsApp, you won't. But the truth is that before many people come to your LinkedIn these days, they get your number and they come to your WhatsApp. You want to convince them anywhere. If not this week, when I was playing with AI and I got a nice picture. For the last, I think, close on 3 years now, I have not changed my picture. I kept that suit picture, me not smiling so well. I just kept it across all the platforms. You can't miss me. I have been in so many groups. I think I'm in over 300 groups, and people will tell me that, Sam, please go and change that picture. Go and change that picture. Please go and change that picture. And I'm saying, no. People are beginning to get it. You can't miss me. Anywhere I look the same. I am the same. Everywhere. You you think about me here or there. You just see it. Different platform, but I'm the same person. So I want us in the next, 48 hours. I don't want it to be over 48 hours because by then, if you've not done it, you might have watered down. I want you to pick these three. I don't know how many platforms you're on in, but I believe if you're a business person, you're serious, your business, you should be in one of these three. If you're a professional, you're serious with your career, you should be in one of these three or the three at once. I want you to look at your headlines and rewrite what you think about yourself. Now, this is what I'm going to do for free. I'm going to I'm going to audit what you've done, right? So we could talk about what you're doing and see how clearly you can be positioned. Let me not lie. There is something we got this year. There's something we got last year. There's something we got last 2 years, all international, because we were just positioned right. That was it. Good stuff. Good stuff. All because we're positioned right. And people will just come and look at you. One of the ways you would know is the moment when you change this and you change that your picture that doesn't look like you. You want people to do good business with you and you put something that doesn't look like you. What do you think? If you want to do good business with somebody and you're not trying to act each other, I mean, they want to see who is talking, who's behind what they are saying or doing. So this is what I want you to do. I'm going to be available Monday, Tuesday. From tonight, I'm going to be available. So you can hit me up my WhatsApp. And we're going to look at your headlines together for free. And we're going to see how this can be made better for you. My goal is to see that you rewrite your positioning statement. You update at least one of this profile or all of them. Then you're going to send the profile to 3 people. I don't know if you catch that. So you're going to rewrite your positioning statement. You're going to update one or all of this profile. And for those who have websites, a good thing. Then you're going to send this profile to 3 of your friends or your acquaintance, somebody that is not me, of course, when we are done. And you're going to ask them a simple question. What do you think I do? If it's not clear to them, you have not done a good job. Don't just do it and keep it online. Say, oh, today I've updated, I'm now on LinkedIn. Oh, we can now start. No, don't do like that. Once you do, you test. That's how it works. The moment you do, you test. That's how it works. So, and I'm here to help you to do. Then you use them to test. And once you do that, it becomes better. So this one I'm going to stop for our conversation and we'll dive into questions and see how far we can go with answering some of the questions you'd have. Let me stop